Hey there, everybody. Well, this game just turned 30 today, so it's short enough. Why not? Why not run it? Maybe. There we go. As pointed out in some of my previous playthroughs, I always like starting with Fireman. Just because his weapon's really good. Nice one to get first. Platforming in this stage can be a little bit tough for people just starting out, which is probably the reason that most of the guides don't recommend starting with this one. It's usually either Bomb Man or Cut Man. The bosses of those stages are real easy too. And getting by these is, yeah, you can see it is possible. You just need, like, precise timing, or that happens. Or you need the magnet beam to just go around it. Real old school boss corridors, which still have enemies in them and are much longer. Originally, from what I understand, this game was originally going to come out on the Famicom Disk System, and the reason for the boss corridor was just to disguise the load time for the boss fight. Eventually, they did away with that and just made it for the regular Famicom instead, but I guess the boss corridors become kind of iconic, so they just left it in all subsequent games. Seeing these guys, after playing so much Mega Maker and seeing those guys, they are the Sniper Joes are very different in this game. The way they behave. It seems almost random as to what they're going to do, rather than having kind of a fixed timer of when they shoot or not. Okay, this is the tough part of the stage. Unlike future Mega Man games, your Mercy invincibility does not protect you from spikes. So if you get knocked into spikes, you still die instantly. Which it's very easy to do in that segment back there. First time I played this game, I died so many times just to that. And having to wait for the Sniper Joe to jump when you want him to. There we go. And trying to just jump over him and move on doesn't work, because he'll actually chase you. The Sniper Joes in this game do not dick around. And now we're just having a stare down. Mexican standoff here. Whoa, okay. Yeah, here. Want to shoot me in the back? Come on. There. Okay, Bomb Man's super easy, with or without his weakness. Nice. This was the bane of many a Mega Man player's existence back in the day. It's not too hard to figure out. But a lot of people have said they couldn't get any further than that. For the longest time, this game did seem like the hardest one in the series. At this point, I've played it so much, it's not that difficult at all. Not on the level of, like, Battletoads or Contra or Ghosts and Goblins or anything like that. Damn it. Yeah, it is. The enemies' projectiles don't disappear after you kill them. They can still hurt you, and so it is sometimes possible to die after beating the boss. Which means then you have to fight them all over again. This stage is another one some guides will recommend you start with, although you really probably not a very good idea, because the next stage, Electman stage, you'll want to do after beating Gutsman to get to the Magnet Beam. Otherwise, you're going to have to repeat his level. Can't get me now. Cutman's a major chump in this game. Even without his weakness, he takes three bars of health from just your Mega Buster. So he's pretty easy to beat in this. And you hit stun him too. Later games would definitely make him a bit more formidable. Almost. There we go. Oh, damn it! Oh, that's the worst possible thing that could have happened. I wondered if the Let's Play curse was gonna rear its ugly head now. Here's our magnet beam. So much slowdown. And it's not really the emulator, it's like this if you played on a console too. The NES couldn't quite handle too much going on at once. That just repeats a previous screen. That was close. Yeah, they definitely don't give you enough time to kill that big eye before it deals a ton of damage to you. Okay, how bad's Electman gonna be? Alright, perfect. And last but not least. At this early point in the series, you didn't really have water physics like you do in later games. You seem to move a little bit slower, but you don't jump any higher. Yoku blocks come back with a vengeance in this. Could just use the magnet beam, but we'll want it for later. Okay. That being right here. This is where these footholders are so unreliable. Trying to cross on these things is a nightmare. Much easier to just use the magnet beam. you do freeze momentarily when you kill the boss, and as a result, especially against Iceman, you might not get away from his ice slasher in time, and it deals a lot of damage to you. Anyways, we're on to Wily's Fortress. Several big eyes right off the bat, but being able to freeze them with the ice slasher now, they're easy to get past. Maybe. There. Freeze that so it doesn't respawn on the other side. Possibly knock me into the spikes. And another one of these segments. One neat little thing about this game, though, is if you leave a screen and come back, any power-ups that are there will respawn. So at least this lets us easily refill our magnet beam if we need to. Because this segment, you have to have it. If you didn't get it at this point, you would have to go back for it. Okay, and now the other major hang-up most people had on this game, the Yellow Devil. A lot of people can't beat this boss without the select button glitch, which essentially makes your weapon move very slowly and registering a hit. I hate it when it does that, when it curves around the eye. But anyways. So every movement it makes, it'll register a hit. So if you do that, you can kill this boss in just 1 or 2 shots. But I've gotten good enough at avoiding this pattern that I can beat him legit without too much trouble. There. Yeah, I only took 1 hit that whole time. spawning. I think here's where you fall through. Yeah. Because in this game, rather than one big boss rush, the robot masters are kind of set throughout portions of the other stages. Okay, I'd rather take the contact damage in this case than get hit by the Thunder Beam. Now that I think about it, in a lot of other Mega Mans, it's actually the contact damage that is how the boss deals most of its damage, rather than its actual weapons, so this game's kind of a reverse from that. And now you fight yourself. It's rather cool how it has all of your weapons, and so it automatically switches to whichever weapon you're switched to. It can be a little tricky, but as you can see, Firestorm seems to deal the most damage. He also jumps whenever you shoot at him, so that's an easy way to try to lead him into your shots. Damn it. There we go. At least I got it back. Kind of an interesting segment how it pushes you down this corridor with the water. I don't believe any game since has done something like that. Okay, these things. There's 7 of them in total. But only 4 blocks to throw at them with the super, so I kill 3 of them with the Mega Buster and then just finish them off. Because each one gets faster as you go. There. Easy enough. Alright, now we are in the final stage already. No, it just stays up there. It doesn't fall down. So many Gutsmen up there. This is the start of Wily's Gutsman fetish. We want to get that that little thing down there in the lower right. That power-up just refilled all my weapons. That thing has never been in any Mega Man games since, but it's kind of... I believe it showed up in other Capcom games, though, as sort of a calling card. And now the remainder of the boss rush is here. Can be kind of a hard boss rush, too, if you don't know how to deal with them. Since there are no checkpoints during it, and they don't drop health after you kill them. So if you die during the boss rush, you have to start all the way back with Bomb Man. Once again, that final ice slasher can mean a world of difference in this boss rush. Gutsman comes over there and pins you in the corner like he sometimes likes to do. That's sometimes a problem. Okay, we'll see if we can beat Wily with what health I have. This will have been a no-death run. Alright, there we go. So yeah, I've mentioned I've no death run the game before, but I don't think I've done it on screen yet. So there we go. And he's still fighting 30 years later, particularly with the recent announcement of Mega Man 11. See, I didn't think Capcom was going to abandon the franchise entirely. They just wanted to give it a break for a little bit. Now, hopefully, let's just hope they don't don't drop the ball with it. Okay, that was Mega Man 1. Happy 30 years to the Mega Man franchise, and I'll see you guys next time.
I'm playing a game.